Welcome, my name is Miss Ventha and I'm going to be your reception teacher. I cannot wait to meet you come September. Come along. In the mornings, every day, you'll come in here and the first thing you'll do is write your name. You'll put your name in here to let me and all your friends know you're ready to learn in school. In the mornings, you'll come, you'll find your name, you'll copy it, and then you'll do a fine motor activity. Fine motor activities are fun activities with you to get strong and to get really good at writing. Each day you'll have a different one. In here we have one of our absolute favourite tables, the Play-Doh table. In here we have different resources for you to choose and build. During the summer holidays you can start thinking about what will you build, what will you make with the Play-Doh when you come to school in September. In here we have the mark making table. Have a look at all the different resources we have ready for you to write, draw and cut. We love for you to be independent, so you'll be given lots of choice of what to do. For example, you may want to do some colouring, some tracing. You may want to write a letter and post it ready for home time. You may want to use one of our notebooks or anything. Let your imagination fly. Another thing we really love in reception is story time. We love telling our teddies some of our favourite stories. Our stories change with the topic. Before the lockdown, we were doing and learning all about space. So we had lots of different books about space. And look, not only did we have books, but we had lots of puppets. So we could be storytellers and authors and create our very own stories. Let's have a look at what else we can do. In English, we're always going to focus on a story or a key text for a week or two, so we get really good at saying it out loud and then at writing it. This is the carpet where we do all our adult learning. So in here, I'll sit over here with our friend Dominion and we'll be doing some English, some maths, some phonics, some music, some art, lots and lots of fun things. But also, we use the carpet for the small world. We have different toys that change according to a topic, so you can go and build and create your own fun stories with your friends. We also have lots of turn-taking games, so we get really good at sharing and we build our friendships. One of the favourite areas in reception is the ICT area. These are some of the toys you may want to use. We have some microphones, we have some tablets, we have some torches. What do you like using at home? We are so lucky to have such a big maths area. If you follow me this way, you can see once again we have so many different resources for you to pick and choose. For example, you may want to make a pattern. You may want to represent a number in different ways. You may want to add the right amount of fruit and count them for the teddy. So many different things to do. We always have a role play. In here we had a spaceship. So before the half term, before we woke up, we were pretending to be astronauts and we were selling different underpants to the aliens. It was really funny. This is our creative area. We can be as creative and as wild as we like. We have lots and lots of different things for you to choose from. And we love when you use your imagination, your problem solving and your creativity to build lots of different things. I cannot wait to meet you all come September. And in a minute, we're going to go and explore the outside area. I hope you're excited as I am. Bye.
I'm Miss Prince. I'm the nursery teacher. I'm going to show you around nursery. Come inside and have a look. In nursery, we have such a big room and so many different areas that we can play and choose from. Here is our water area. We can do measuring with capacity as well as building and transferring the water. We have a nice water tray. We also have a sand area where we can do lots of playing with the sand and using the small world. The sand and water trays are very interesting and a very fun activity for all of the nursery children this year. We also have a characteristics of effective learning table. This is where we are going to really challenge ourselves with different activities, and these change every week so that we can really challenge ourselves and learn how to do some new things. Over here we have a very big small world area and construction area. This is where we're going to build with our Lego, and we're going to make big towers of construction, of houses. We can also play with trains and cars, and again, it is very, very fun to play with. One of the most interesting things that all of the nursery children like to play with is our home corner. We have so many children playing here, making sure they're caring for the dolls, making dinner for their families, as well as acting out different scenarios that they might see at home. Opposite our role play area, we have our creative station. Now this is where you can get all of your creative juices flowing, creating what you like, using all of the different resources. We have so many different resources on offer. We have paint to choose from. We have a colour mixing window where all of the children like mixing all of the colours to create a different colour. That's one of the things that the children find fascinating at this time of the year. In here, the children can use the sink to wash their hands, as well as clean their paintbrushes if they wanted to use a different colour. We also, at this really important time, have a snuffle station. Now, the snuffle station is where we can use tissues to wipe our noses, to catch our coughs, as well as washing our hands with some hand sanitizer, which is really important at the moment. Now, we're very lucky in nursery to have such a big space and such a wide range of resources in the maths area. We have a lovely all the maths resources where we can use for counting, number recognition, using them to just count out basic 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, and sometimes we move on to addition in very fun ways. And we also like to learn our 2D shapes. We also have a really nice board that will show what number we're learning at what time of the year. Over here is our writing area. Now we use this to do tracing, to making sure our fine motor skills in our fingers are working properly, to make sure that they're getting really strong. And we have lots of different things to choose from colouring in, to line tracing, to drawing for your own. And we also have some step-by-step guides on how to draw certain things. Now, over here is our very big area where we can teach. And all of the children will have a set bug space in which they sit in and they know which space is theirs. I then stand over here and do some really fun teaching. Just before lockdown happened, we were learning about Cinderella. So we will have all of the key words here. We were learning some phonics, so we would be putting the phonic sounds up for the children to recognise daily. And over here, we have our snack area. Snack is available for children all throughout the day. We have very healthy snacks such as raisins, bananas, oranges, apples, pears. That's available throughout the day, as well as some milk for the children to drink too. We also have a very cosy reading area where the children will come and sit down on the sofa, take a book. They like reading to each other just like they would at home, and they also like pretending that they're Miss Prince and reading stories to the class. The children then get to come to the puppet theatre where they would then use the puppets to tell their own story. This is nursery. I'm really excited to welcome you in September, and I hope that you're going to have such a lovely time. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
At EYFS, we work really, really closely in nursery and in reception. Many times we join and work together indoors and outdoors to be able to provide many more opportunities for children to learn. An area we always share is the outdoor area.
Outdoors, we have been working really hard to make a little garden. At the moment, there's not much growing because we haven't been here to water it. But I'm so looking forward to growing things with you guys next year, hoping to have lots of beautiful, colourful flowers.
We also have a reading garden in here. So we have lots of keywords for reception to read, and in summer we get lots of lovely books. An area children really enjoy is the physical. We use lots and lots of time outside to build our muscles, to get really, really strong and to work as a team. Outdoors, it is great to be active and to do lots and lots of team working. This is our climbing frame.
We have a very small climbing frame, but it is very, very useful. Not only does it build our big muscles up, it also helps us with our fine motor skills, our pencil writing. So it's really important to be climbing and doing lots of climbing activities, not only to build your big muscles, but to help you, when you go to reception, to do some writing with your fine motor skills too.
Children love using the bikes. However, it is so popular, we need to take turns. It is a great time to teach them about sharing, but also about time, as we use timers and different timers to share them fairly.
We also have a physical area, and at the moment we are limiting our resources because of moving back in from our lockdown period. However, we normally have lots of resources for the physical area. At the moment you can see that there is some stilts. We have a start line and a finish line, so children learn about where we need to start and where we also need to finish. They will do some things like racing, where we take turns and we also see who wins. It also teaches them about winning and losing, and losing at something is also okay because it makes us work hard. It's something that children really find difficult, but it's an essential thing that we need to learn.
Over here we have our stage. Usually we have lots and lots of costumes and lots of instruments because we want children to be very, very confident and they love performing for their friends. However, we've put them away to get ready for the children to come back safely during the coronavirus crisis. In here we have a bit construction. Bit construction is great to work together, to talk to each other, to give instructions, to all together build something. Again, many of the resources have been put away, but we hope to have them all ready for you come September.
We also have in the far corner a mud kitchen. A mud kitchen is really great because it gives the children the same learning skills as sand. It's also a really good opportunity for them to get dirty, but to also learn about hygiene, making sure that we need to wash our hands after we use it. It's an area where they can do mud pies and really use something physical to make something. Whereas in the home corner, they're pretending. Here is where they can really start to use things to make real life items that they might be able to play with.
We have a mark making area in here. Well, indoors is all about small mark making, lots of different tools, about very kind of small tools. In here is all about big, enormous movement. So we can do big chalk painting over there. We can also do some watercolor painting over there. We usually have some water and some sand. And the same way in nursery, it's all kind of in a tray. Outside, we have lots of different bigger equipment for them to problem solve, work together and build their team building skills.
One of the most interesting activities that the children like doing, especially in the summer, we get some paint and some water and some paintbrushes. The children learn about making a water picture, but also learning about how it dries when the sun is out and shining on it, which is a really interesting activity, but it's also a favourite of the children here at Swift.
We hope to see you very shortly in September and we cannot wait to meet you all.
Thank you.
Bye!